encouraging b6 and bishop a4 check. Wow.
What does he want after b6?
I don't know. I don't know what his intentions are.
This is puzzling.
For sure.
Completely.
b6, okay. Very hard to refuse an opportunity like this one. Now this looks like
Can I take on b6 with the bishop now?
bishop takes b6. Ooh.
Oh, he wants to take then the pawn. A takes king c6.
A takes king c6.
Bishop a4 check, king c7.
Wow.
Nice. Nice.
And since Magnus has only 2 minutes, 2.5, to win the rook and bishop, but first he has to win the pawn and then win the rook and bishop. Good practical chances.
Good point. We may see a rook and bishop versus rook ending after all. Magnus looking into the position. Well, the problem as I see it is the desirable bishop a4 with the idea of b5 check just simply runs into, oops, rook b4.
Yeah, so there's no b6 check in time.
Sorry, am I right?
Oh, there's still, because you have rook a7 after rook takes a4.
Right. But here I suspect I'm close to a draw with these split pawns.
Rook to a7.
Rook to a7. Let me update the board, sorry. Rook to a7 is Magnus's move.
But now, if
King
he moves
c8.
away from the pin, in case of b6, once again, Hikaru can sacrifice the bishop for 2 pawns.
Exactly. So we're anticipating king c8.
Eric is in the house.
All right. Oh, king d6. I beg your pardon, let me take that back. King d6.
Check, king back and b6.
All
So
right.
now we are going to see this variation.
Of
Where the
bishop
white,
takes b6.
yeah, the white pawn is still alive, but not for too long.
And he has that.
Okay, it's off of the board now. Magnus is going for the e pawn.
And we have rook and bishop versus rook and
This is
versus rook.
This is very quick now. Magnus down to a minute and 16 seconds.
And there was something going on there.
Our board can't even follow it. It's just that quick.
Right, we're just going to stay with the
camera,
live
perhaps. Okay, now we have the live board updated, but they are just playing way too fast.
Yeah, I won't bother with my analysis board at all. Maybe we can just take that away, in fact.
Move 69 was the last capture. I think that's something to write down.
Okay, let me just see that last capture. What did you call it?
Move 69.
Yes, indeed, that was the last capture. Rook takes e6, so plus 50 from this point onwards.
So here this is a bullet game from Magnus Carlsen to prove that he can win rook and bishop against rook. And Hikaru has 10 minutes to defend it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Easy defense.
So we need to reach move 119. That will make it to the 50 move rule. Wow, would you have expected this scenario after the opening and this horrible middle game?
Not at all, not at all. I liked your scenario of past h-pawn winning the game.
Yeah, I called on Magnus winning the endgame, but, well, this is not the case that I was hoping for. I thought he would have 2 pawns up. He had the potential of having 2 pawns up and not trading queens.
Right, that was the queen g3 moment. And I think we should just stay with the live board. Peter, maybe we can just take away my analysis board from our viewer screens.
You only want to have the live board.
Right,
I don't know if right now it's possible to...
Well, we've got the live board on the lower
You
left.
only
I'm
want
just
that.
saying,
Oh, you just want to get rid of it.
yeah, I just want to get rid of it.
disturbing.
Right, because I'm not going to use it because essentially Magnus is down to 40 seconds. and they're going to be playing super, super fast here. One thing that Hikaru wants to do is keep White's king cut for as long as he can, and essentially not let White's king close to Black's king and force him backwards. He's done terrifically well so far. I think a good move here from the live board is Rook G4, just again to try to keep White's king cut as much as possible. And in case of Bishop E4, Rook G1, in case of King D4, Rook G1 check.
Rook
Okay,
to
there we
G1.
go.
Look at that. That was a beautiful transition. Peter is a magician.
I'm telling you, he's castling long. This is great. Okay, the players have kind of reached a zen position. A very good move for Black is king. When White's king goes to one side of the board, Black's king should go to the other side. So here it would be a very good idea to go King D7, King C7, and go the other way. And look at them go. And
20 seconds for
20
Magnus.
seconds.
No increments. But he can lose on time if he runs out of
course he can
time.
lose
It's
on time.
still a rook for Black.
At any moment he could offer his opponent a draw
And
Hikaru,
claim a draw. But Hikaru will accept. This is just
of course he would.
no question.
But as long as Magnus is trying to win,
10
even with 10
seconds.
seconds on his clock, oh my gosh.
9.
No, I think they've already getting really close to our, what do you call it, our 50 move rule, because they've been...
Well, 119. It's not that close. But the time, 5 seconds for Magnus. 4.
No.
Well, he will have to offer a draw. He cannot just go
course.
on and on. 2 seconds. 1. No, he's going to lose on time.
And he's lost on time. I'm sure he has. Yeah,
Seriously?
I'm sure he's lost on time.
Oh my.
He could have, at any time he wanted, offered a trade of rooks, accepted a trade of rooks, or he could have offered a draw and made a draw. Instead, he kept playing for a win. He was playing on a